to Gyan Bharati Hindi High School. Today we are going to learn Maths of Standard 10, Chapter number 15, Probability. You have learned Probability in 9th Standard also. It is one of the simplest chapter of the book. First we will revise what is probability and then we will look towards the sum. Probability. We have seen many examples of probability in our daily life. Suppose it may rain today, it may not rain. This depends on probability. Probability is a chance. Suppose we are doing an experiment. It may be successful or the result may be a failure. It all depends on chance. So probability deals with chance. So you might have seen in newspapers or in news that during weather forecast they say it may rain today, it may not rain. Or if you are on a railway station, they make an announcement, train named so and so will come half an hour late. In Hindi they say संभावना है. Similarly in English it is known as probability. So there is probability that train number so and so from Mumbai will be delayed by half an hour. So it is not certain by exactly how much time it will be delayed. So any event will be denoted by English capital alphabet. Here we are denoting event by capital E. So probability of any event. We are having a simple formula for it. Its formula is number of trials in which events occur divided by total number of trials in the experiment. So the total probability of sure events or certain events is 1. Example we can take, the sun rises in the east. This is a universal truth that the sun is rising in the east, so its probability will be 1. For impossible events, the probability will be 0. Mangoes are grown on the neem tree. This is not possible at all, we know it. So such events are known as impossible events and its probability will be 0. So basically the probability of any event will be between 0 and 1. So probability of event is greater than equal to 0 or less than equal to 1. Now let us see what are elementary events. Suppose we are conducting an experiment. So all the individual results, if we take out their probability, that is known as an elementary event. So if we add or do summation of all the elementary events, its total probability will always be equal to 1. Let us take an example. Suppose we are tossing a dice. We know that a dice is having numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So total we are having 6 results in which suppose event A denotes 1 comes. So probability of event A, 1 is coming for 1 time. So 1 and total is 6. So answer will be 1 upon 6. So probability of event 1 comes is 1 upon 6. So from total 6 results, we are taking any one output. So this event is known as elementary event. So if we take all the outputs one by one and we do summation of all the probability, that will always be equal to 1. Let us see further. Now let us denote event B as 2 comes. So probability of B, 2 is coming for 1 time and total is 6. So probability of B, that is 2 comes, is 1 upon 6. Third is C is equal to 3 comes. So probability of C, same, 3 is coming for 1 time in all the total events. So 3 is coming for 1 time, total there are 6 events. So probability of C will be 1 upon 6. Similarly taking D, 4 comes. So probability of D, we can see 4 is coming for 1 time in the results. So 1 upon 6. Same E, 5 comes. So probability of E will also be 1 upon 6. And the last one, F, 6 comes. So probability of F will also be 1 upon 6 because 6 is coming for 1 time. In total there are 6 events. So we have taken 6 different elementary events. Now if we add all the probability of events of elementary probability of A plus probability of B plus probability of C plus probability of D plus probability of E plus probability of F. So keeping all the values, 1 upon 6, again 1 upon 6, 1 upon 6 plus 1 upon 6 plus 1 upon 6 and 1 upon 6. So there are 6 elementary events, each is having probability 1 upon 6. 6 is common in the LCM, so we will write it once. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So it will be 6 upon 6. So we will get answer 1. So as we have seen the statement that the probability of every elementary event of an experiment, their summation is equal to 1. So we have taken an example for this also. Now next is complementary events. Complementary events, the event and its complementary will always be equal to 1. The bar which is above the event is known as complementary. We can also write complementary by E dash. Its value will be 1 minus probability of E. So let us take an example. Probability of event E is 0.6. Now it's complementary. So probability of complementary of E will be 1 minus probability of E. Why it is so? Because the events and its complementary event are having total probability as 1. We are having value of event. We want to find the complementary events probability. So its value will be 1 minus probability of event, that is 1 minus 0.6, that is equal to 0.4. So in this way we have seen different terms of probability. Now we will continue with the sums. Moving forward to question number 1. The first question, that is first example of your book, says if we toss a coin, find the probability of getting head and that of tails. So we know that if we toss a coin, so total outcomes will be head and tail. So total outcomes are 2. So our first event will be head comes. So if we toss a coin, we either get a head or a tails. So our first event is head comes. So probability of A. We know the formula. Probability of A is, of any event, is number of trials in which event occurs upon total number of trials. So event H is occurring one time in total number of events. So 1, and total there are 2 events. So 1 upon 2 is its probability. Second event B, tail comes. So here tail is coming for one time. We are having 2 events in which tail is coming for one time. So 1 and total is 2. So probability of tail is also 1 upon 2. Question number 2. Kritika is having a bag in which there are 3 balls. One is of red color, one is of yellow color, and third is of blue color. So one ball of yellow, one ball of red, and one ball of blue. So total there are 3 balls. Now Kritika, without looking into the bag, randomly picks one ball from it. So she is taking the ball out of the bag. Find the probability that first it's a yellow ball, second it's a red ball, and third it's a blue ball. So here total results are 3. First event, a yellow ball. So we are having total 3 balls in which there is only one yellow ball. So probability of A will be 1 and total is 3. So 1 upon 3. Next event B, a red ball. So probability of B, out of 3 balls we are having only one red ball. So probability will be 1 upon total is 3. And the third one, a blue ball. Same like both the cases, probability of C, that is of taking a blue ball, there is only one blue ball, so 1 upon 3. Next question number 3. We are throwing a dice randomly. Dice is used for playing snake and ladders and ludo. So we know that there are total 6 numbers on a dice. So if we are throwing a dice randomly, find the probability first of getting a number greater than 4, and second a number less than or equal to 4. So in a dice there are total 6 numbers. So total results are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So total we are having 6 results, in which the first one says, so event A says a number greater than 4. So here we are having 6 numbers. We can see there are only 2 numbers which are greater than 4, that is they are 5 and 6. So probability of A, number greater than 4 are 2 numbers, 1 and 2 numbers. So there are 2 numbers which are greater than 4 and total numbers are 6. After solving we will get 1 upon 3. And the second one, let the name of the event be B, a number less than or equal to 4. So here a number must be less than or equal to 4. So numbers less than 4 are 1, 2, 3 and equal to 4, that will 4 will also come in it. So totally for this event we will have 4 numbers in which 3 are less than 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 is equal to 4. So 4 and total are 6. So after solving we will get 2 upon 3. Next question number 4. Now you might have played the cards. So in cards there are different type of 4 signs. So this question is related to the cards, and the next 3 questions which we are going to see are of the complementary events. So looking to the question number 4, a card is randomly drawn from a well shuffled pack of 52 cards. So we know in every sign there are 13 cards, 13 4 is 52, so there are 52 cards in a total game. So total cards are 52. Find the probability if we draw one card randomly, it's an ace card, and second, it's not an ace card. So what is an ace card? So a card in on which A is written, जिसको हम हिंदी में इक्का भी बोलते हैं. So a card on which A is written is known as ace card. So first event is A, it's an ace card. So how many cards are of ace? So we know that there are 4 signs while we play cards. Diamond, club, heart and spade. This is spade, heart, club, diamond. These both are of red color, another both are of black color. So we want to select an ace card. So each and every sign is having one ace card. So total there will be 4 ace cards. So probability of selecting an ace card is 4 upon total is 52. That will be 1 upon 13. Now next event, it's not an ace card. We can also denote it by complementary of A. So this can also be written as A bar. So we know that probability of complementary event is 1 minus probability of the original event. So 1 minus 1 upon 13. Taking LCM here, there is no number in denominator, multiplying and dividing by 3. So we will get 13 minus 1 upon 13. So probability that the card selected is not an ace card is 12 upon 13. Next question number 5. There are two players of tennis. One is Sangeeta and another is Reshma. The probability that if match occurs between them and Sangeeta wins is 0.62. So let us take probability that Sangeeta wins is 0.62. Find the probability that Rashmi wins the game. So this is also a complementary event. The winning probability of Sangeeta is 0.62. So if Rashmi is winning, that means Sangeeta is losing the match. Sangeeta match हार जाएगी तभी Rashmi match जीतेगी. That we know. So this can also be known as a complementary event. So probability that Rashmi wins can also be said as probability of Sangeeta loses the match. That will be 1 minus probability of Sangeeta wins the match. That is 1 minus 0.62. That is 0.38. So probability that Rashmi wins the game is 0.38. Next question number 6. There are two friends, Savita and Hamida. Find the probability that both the friends have birthday on different days, and second one, they have birthday on same days. So first we want to find So first, if they are having different days of birthday, so suppose first friend is having birthday on a particular day. Let us assume 1st January of any year. So 1st January is birthday of Savita. So if they are having different birthdays, so Hamida will not have her birthday on 1st January. So totally in a year there are 365 days. Now first event is different birthdays. So if Hamida is having birthday on any particular day, except that day, Hamida can have birthday on any other day. So Savita is having birthday on 1st January. So except 1st January, Hamida can have birthday on any other days. So its number will be total 365 days are there, from which Savita is having birthday on one particular day. एक दिन तो उसका बर्थडे हो गया, तो बाकी के 364 डेज पर हमीदा का बर्थडे कहीं भी आ सकता है. So probability of A will be 364 upon total are 365. Now the second event is same birthdays. So that is complementary of the first one. So we can also write as complement of A. So complement of A will be 1 minus probability of A. So 1 minus 364 upon 365. We know the probability of A is 364 upon 365. Solving by LCM, 365 under 365 minus 364, that will be 1 upon 365. So probability of both the friends having birthday on same day is 1 upon 365.